Hey guys, it's Mackenzie Lehman.
And Jill Lewis, and we're coming to you live from the Chi Partner Schools program. So before we get into everything, Mackenzie, do you think you could share some of the history of the Chi Partner School program?
Absolutely. You know, coming from a school that did have some Chi influence to it, are immeasurable. I have learned so much about not only a stylist behind the chair, but to going to main stage and working in so many different facets of this career. It's amazing. And it all stands on the belief that Dr. Farouk has for the company: ethics, education, and environment. And it truly hits home within this company because education's key, right? Learning behind the chair, learning in schools, that's what really grows us into the stylist that we want to become.
So the Chi Schools program has been established over a decade, and for 2025, we're actually kicking it up a notch.
I am so excited about that. You know, again, like I said, coming from platform stage now into the schools department is so exciting for me because I can't wait to dive in with you and really make the focus about the students this year, because we know behind the chair that it is all about the students. It is all about reaching you and helping you grow and flourish into the stylist that you're going to be. So we have some really great opportunities for you this year, including, which is so exciting that it has just been approved.
Yes.
We are going to choose 3 students. You have to be 18 or older to apply, but we're going to choose 3 students to actually come and apprentice with us and become our students of the year, which is just such a fun opportunity. I know if I was in school, I would want that opportunity.
Absolutely.
It would just be that door opening that just sets you on the ground running. I mean,
right. So adding on to that, also we have our student boot camps, which are very exciting. You can bring your schools to Houston, where we host a 2-day boot camp. We provide lunch, we provide all the tools for the boot camp, or we can take it on tour. If you would like for us to come to your school to give you a boot camp, you can always reach out to us to get all the extra information.
You know, those boot camps, they kind of intimidate me because I've heard some stories about them. I've heard that it's like real boot camp.
Yes.
Are those true? Should they be ready with their boots, with their camo, and ready to get on the floor running?
Absolutely. They need to be ready to bring their A game and be ready to, with their tools, coming off the bus, getting ready to hit the ground running.
You know, what's so fun about this? I haven't attended because, I'll be honest with you, the boot camp, it kind of scares me. But I have met with some students that have actually gone through this boot camp, and their experiences, as they described it to me, is that what they go into and what they bring out of it is absolutely transforming them behind the chair. They come in, I've heard all the stories from the moment they get on the bus to they get back into the room, how it is set up like a boot camp, how they are informed to stand in a straight line, to salute, but more importantly, when they're doing these techniques, they are breaking down these techniques and giving them every detail from A to Z so that these students are fully prepared to take these back to the salons, back to the schools to execute them. So we do ask when you do come to these boot camps that you not only wear your camo and bring your boots, but you have all of your tools, your scissors, your shears, your combs, your brushes. We're going to provide a mannequin for you because who wants to carry that on, right?
Right.
But that way you really can experience the true values and education that Farouk System has to offer.
So piggybacking off of that, we also have our symposium, which is geared more towards your instructor side. And we are taking it on tour this year. And Mackenzie?
I'm so excited about that. We are going to one of my favorite places in the United States. We are going to Nashville,
Tennessee. So that's coming up November 8th through the 10th, and we are so excited to be bringing you some excellent opportunities for your school to come and spend a couple of days with us for education.
You know, the great thing about Nashville and the symposium is this is something that we're actually giving back to the instructors of the school or the school's owners. So they can come back, they can learn more about our company, but it's like a treat, right? Like we have made some fun ideas and come up with some different things to make it an enjoyable Nashville experience. And I can't wait for that because, again, I love Nashville. I love Dolly, and I just think we might have some fun things up our sleeves for that. So I know how great these boot camps sound, but let's hear a little bit more about the backstory of our company and how you actually got involved. I think it's pretty inspiring.
Yeah, so 25 years ago, whenever I went to beauty school, I was the student who was bored with it. We were not a Chi partner school at the time because the only thing Chi was the Chi flat iron, and we actually used BioSilk, Sunglitz, BioGlitz. So we had a couple of educators that come to our school that started, doing the classes, teaching us about the color. And me and like 3 other students, we started going to the classes, to the shows that was in the area. And I had a couple of mentors back then that kind of opened my door, and I'm still running.
It's those connections that I think we make in school, especially when a company comes in and they feed you what you want in school, because school's great, right? We all know the basics of beauty school, and
Yes.
Instructors do an amazing job with what they are doing for students.
Absolutely.
But it's that extra experience, and that's what we are offering here at the Chi Schools program. We want to offer you that experience to your students so that they grow and they want to take more on in this field, that they really see everything that it has to offer, because it's not just standing behind a chair.
No.
It is not the career that my mom went to beauty school for, or my grandmother went to beauty school for.
Well, when I went to beauty school, I thought I was standing behind the chair the rest of my life. I come from a small rural community in southern Illinois that I didn't have any idea the opportunities that were even available to hairstylists.
Absolutely not.
So, I mean, what we offer today is amazing. And you kind of have a similar story as well, getting started in beauty school.
I do. I went to beauty school because my parents said no. I was supposed to be a lawyer. I was supposed to do something with my life. And when they said I couldn't go to beauty school, I said, well, let me show you.
Watch me.
Right? So I feel like I've done just that in this industry. So in school, though, let's be honest, I didn't think that this was going to be what I was going to do. I thought, how am I going to prove my parents wrong? How am I going to make this a career? And you were there, and Maggie was there, who you
Yep.
also mentored, and
Yep.
you brought me into this company, and it wasn't ever even like a choice, It was like, you came into the school, you handed me the Royal Treatment flat iron that had the 24 karat gold plates
Oh
on
my
it,
God, yeah.
right? When that
Yeah.
came out, and you were like, yeah, yep. You didn't need to say anything else. It was just, yeah, no, yep, totally get it. I want this, and I want to be with a company that creates this.
Yes.
And it just went from there. I mean,
Right?
it's definitely not behind the chair, and I have definitely proved my parents wrong, and they tell me that all the time. They are so glad. They're not so glad I'm not a lawyer. I mean, they still want me to be a lawyer, but they're so glad that...
There's still time.
well, I don't want to give this up.
Right? Exactly.
This is too much fun.
Right.
But
Because we
it's
do make
been-
it fun.
We really do. I mean, who gets to do this on their work days?
Right.
And it still be in the industry.
Yep.
There's so much that we offer through our program, through our company, that is just, it changes. It
Yeah.
changes the industry.
And with a student going to a Chi Partner School program, it's just the doors and the opportunities that open for them is amazing.
Absolutely. One of the things that we've actually started bringing into the new things of 2025 is our bi-monthly Zooms for students. And this is something that is near and dear to my heart, and I am so excited to continue to offer this for them. It's a chance for your schools to get more hands-on training with us here in Houston or on location, so that they can learn little bits and tricks, because not everyone can leave, right?
Right.
School is important, and they can't always get the students out of school into a show. So it's something that we're going to offer to schools and to their students so that they can not only learn about new tips and new things going on in the industry, but also to get the students engaged. And I
yes.
love this because I learn so much from the students.
Right,
I will be
absolutely.
the first to tell you, these students that are graduating, they can run circles around some of us that have been in the industry for 15, 20, 30 years.
Yes, absolutely.
They have it. They have it. It's just not the same breed of stylists coming out. And I love that they're working with us and working with our products, and I love what I can learn from them. So we're using this opportunity with the Zoom to engage with you guys as students. We want you to do these classes that we're having, have these competitions. We want to feature you on our social media. We want you to get involved with our company so that we can help you grow, you can help us grow, we can just continue to be the family that Ferg Systems really is.
Yes.
And you can tell, I mean, your niece just graduated beauty school.
Absolutely.
And she is, I mean, she
She's
kicked my
on
butt
fire.
right now. She really is.
on fire. So she come right out of beauty school, kind of the same way Mackenzie and I both did. She had the opportunity. Someone opened her door for her, probably her aunt, you know. But anyway, you know, what she puts into it, what she gets out of it. She has paid her way to come to take different trainings, and she's really soaring.
She really is.
Yeah.
And it's something, you know, I watch her social media and I get some little tips and tricks from her because she's killing it. And I'm good enough if I can shut off my phone. You know, I'm just not good at electronics, but I'm learning, I'm trying.
Same.
So when we can reach the students through social media now, and we
Right.
can share their portfolios that they're putting on Instagram or Facebook, it opens doors for them. It's going to open their portfolio. So as soon as they get out of school, they can say, hey, I won this title, right? I have been featured on Chi School's Instagram or the Chi Professional Instagram. And it's just a fun way. I know in school, if someone was going to say you can have a competition to win a free gift, a new bag, a flat iron, who knows, right?
Absolutely.
To become, remember, that Chi apprentice program, those 3 lucky stylists that we are going to be choosing to mentor with us and shadow with us, this is how you're going to get in it. This is how participating in these Zooms and seeing these challenges, this is how your door is going to become open, just like you said you did with Allie.
Yep.
We want to do for more students.
Hey, Mackenzie, you keep talking about the Chi Apprentice program. You've got me really intrigued. So maybe tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. I am so excited about this because to be a part of this Chi Apprentice program is going to be just door opening again for these students. They get to come to our studio here in Houston, just like us sitting here.
Wow.
We are going to provide a model for them, and they are going to create models off of their work that they can then put into their portfolio to take back so that when they get into the salon, they are ready to promote themselves with high quality digital images. And I mean, you know, Muhammad, he
Absolutely.
is the most amazing photographer that we have, right?
Yes.
Like he can go in and he can make anyone's work look phenomenal. And Charles, with video, these students are getting set up with the best of the best.
Right.
So we'll have 3 that we're actually going to choose
That'll
throughout
be
this
tough.
past year. Oh, I know.
That's going to be tough.
It really is going to be tough. And I look back now, we've done something similar about this years ago, and I look back at those stylists that were chosen before that actually got to go to Cancun and promote and do like a stage
How
show.
exciting it was for them.
Not only was it exciting for them, but it grew me as a stylist, right? Like my passion was refueled watching these up and coming stylists be so intrigued and passionate about something. It makes me remember why we started in the first place.
Yes,
I mean, to
for
touch
sure.
people. That's what we do in this industry. And at Ferg Systems, leaving with an experience and those values that we get to help instill is what it's really all about. So Jill, we have went over a lot of the benefits of the students aspect and how we're changing things for 2025 for our students. But can you tell us a little bit more about what it's like to be a Chi Partner School, maybe from the instructors or owner's guide?
Yeah, absolutely. So the greatest thing about becoming a Chi Partner School is the partnership. Once you open an account direct with us, we offer you 50% off salon costs for student kits. The student kits are fully customizable to your needs. We will sit down with you and fully customize your kit to what your school needs for pricing, whatever. And then you also get, on top of that, you get 45% off back bar, which is our color, anything used on back bar, liters, gallons. And then the great thing is you get 30% off retail. So that's all off a salon cost.
I don't know about you, but you said student kits, 50% off of student kits.
Yes.
And I was just going back in my mind and trying to remember my beauty school kit. I think it was all, let's just say I didn't bring any of it back into the salon after I left school. So the exciting thing about our kits is that they all are professional quality tools. So you are setting your students up with tools that they are going, absolutely, for success. I love that because that's true. What you put into this industry is what you take out of it. And I for sure was not taking that wet to straight flat iron into the salon when I was working on my clients. So I love that they are customizable, that you can have any one of our flat irons or blow dryers or anything that you need. And can we talk about those shears?
The shears are amazing. So with the shears, you get 2 sets. One set is used just for mannequin hair, and then you have a professional set that you can use behind a chair and you can take with you out to the salon, because I know when I went to beauty school, that was like the first thing I had to buy was the shears, because they wouldn't even cut the hair.
My shears had plastic handles on them.
Mine too.
That wasn't something that I was going to use.
So they get the shears. They also get a razor in there. The kit comes with a little bit of everything they need to prepare them for state board.
I mean, the shears themselves, the case they come in, the professional look of them, they're just not your average shear. They are a high class quality that I know a lot of professionals that have used them for years now, that they bought them behind the chair as a fully licensed stylist because they like them so much. But also the bag. The bags that we offer are, I mean,
the rolling bag.
I'm a girl. I'll buy anything for a free bag, right?
Exactly.
But this bag is so incredible and so handy and so professional looking. You can tell that these students take pride in what they have when these kits that are customized for them look as great and as sharp as they do. It's truly quality.
Yes. On top of, having student kits and all the discounts, you accrue points. Those points you spend on education. When you open an account direct with us, you get a day of education. We bring an educator to your school. We kind of sit down with you and go over everything that we have to offer. So we want to make sure the instructors know that we have a smoothing line, we have the lightening line, we have ammonia-free PPD color, we have our new Chi LG Color Master, which is taking the schools by storm. This is the future of color.
It's a revolution. And to offer this at the school, I mean, how many schools have we been in the past week that when we break down the price of color for this, they're like, wait, what? Like, that's not possible in this economy?
Right.
It is possible. And that is when you partner with the Chi Schools program, we are very competitive because it goes back to what Dr. Farouk's values are: ethics, education, and environment. And this little bad boy right here has all three rolled into one.
Yes.
And he is offering it to schools at just insane
I couldn't believe it.
I know. I want to open a school just for this
the
deal.
Color Factory, yes.
It is absolutely amazing.
Yeah. On top of all that, we also have our symposium, which we did discuss. We have symposium bi-yearly. The years that we don't have symposium, we have our conference. Past few years, it's been in Cancun. I don't think they've announced yet where it'll be next year, so we hope it's Cancun again. You never know.
But that qualifies. If you're a Chi Partner School, you actually qualify to go to Cancun as well?
You have to qualify through purchases.
That's amazing. So again, another opportunity that here at Farouk Systems we're bringing through the Chi Schools program to offer more education, right? Because that's one of our values, and to bring you into our company, because Farouk Systems, we're a family. We love to share, we love to get together, we love to grow, and Farouk is just, I mean, I'm blessed. I feel so blessed to be a part of this company because it truly shows in everything that he does and he offers, especially through these programs. So you did mention the education and the events, but what about these Zooms?
Yeah, so we're also offering Zooms every month. So 1 month will be for instructors and owners. So we go over our bi-monthly promotions, tell them what's new, what's happening, what's coming up. And then on the opposite months, we do it for the instructors, and Mackenzie is taking lead on the students. and she takes care of all the student side.
Which, again, my passion. I love getting with the students and taking their feedback. What do you want to know? What do you want a technique for? What can we share with you? Last month was really fun. We did the importance of heat protection, and we did kind of demos on how to build that rapport with your guests, because we all know that retail is how we make that extra money behind the chair.
Absolutely.
I also know that my beauty school did not sell retail, so I had no idea when I got behind the chair the importance of selling retail,
Right.
and how you can work smarter, not harder. So it was just something that we were able to give back, and again, had those challenges so that we could pick a student, get them a free gift, and work into our apprenticeship program.
Right.
So
And didn't we have a challenge where they had to, on social media, to
we did, yeah. So that was a really fun one with
Yes.
that one, showing the importance of heat protection, where we showed what a heat protection does and what it doesn't do. We did the lighter with how it doesn't light on fire on your hand, so the clients can actually feel those demos. Really making it relatable,
Right.
because our experience behind the chair,
Right.
we're stylists, right? Like,
Exactly.
we know what it's like to be behind the chair, and sometimes I feel like these programs aren't led by stylists. They're led by business people who
Right.
don't understand what it's like to be a stylist, and it's a different breed.
Yes.
And we get that.
Yes.
So we like that we can relate with you and relate with your students, the instructors, the owners, on so many different facets, just to bring our community together.
So Mackenzie, we've went over so much this morning. Like, I hope the audience out there, you have learned a lot about what we have to offer in the Chi Schools program. I hope that we see you at some of our events. We do have NACAS coming up. We're always at CEA, AACS, Vision. Just a few of the events to name that we will be at, our symposium.
Hey, I think we should do something fun for them, right?
Let's do it.
I think that would be great. I think if you come see us at one of these booths, NACAS,
CEA, AACS, Vision.
I think if you come see us at those booths, you tell us that you saw our Chi Live with the Schools Edition, that we're going to give you a little something special from our family to yours, just to tell you how much we appreciate you.
Yes.
Here at Fruc Systems, again, ethics, environment, and education are our values, everything that we stand on. And this is the year for schools. Education 2025 is what we are here to bring more to you, to share and enlighten with you. And we just can't wait for you to join our family. I'm Mackenzie Lehman.
And I'm Jill Lewis with the Chi Schools Department.
And we can't wait to hear from you guys soon.